Antonio Spurs. At center, Dwayne at center. Dwayne Dedman.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And back in Toronto following the road trip, it's the Raptors on their home court. They continue to spread the load, trying to compensate for the injured Kyle Lowry.
Kevin, yeah, he got injured a few games ago, and it's been tough. Without him.
And we've seen what a different team they are without him on the floor. I mean, it has not been nearly as cohesive a unit as when he's there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for San Antonio, Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Aldridge out there with Dwayne Dedman, and it's Leonard in at the three. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Bernie, covered by Parker. Valanciunas inside. Here's Sullinger. Aldridge with the block. They retain possession. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Detroit Pistons.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own head, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Green, and right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Shot clock at 6. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Again, the miss by Green.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Here's Parker. Here's Leonard. And the shot is good.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but it's out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Here's DeRozan. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And Sullinger with the basket on the assist from DeRozan. Sullinger's got his first points of the game. Parker kicks to Aldridge. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Kicks it to Sullinger. Wide open look. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. For San Antonio, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. To the inside. Dedman passes to Leonard. Takes the 13-footer and another basket for San Antonio.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
DeRozan against Green. And DeRozan. Here we go. Here's Verney. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Parker outside. There's the pick. That one's in, his first. Bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Bernie, covered by Parker. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Raptors shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And And so he hits both. Spurs have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Green dishes to Parker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Goes up to the stripe. Here's Dedmon. Goes to the reverse layup and drives it in. Dedmon's got his second bucket tonight.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Sullinger the screen. Sullinger a screen on Parker. Shot, high post. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
And it's blocked. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Green leading the charge. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Dang. And the Spurs with some changes. David Lee checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. And it's D in for Tony Parker. Murray kicks to Leonard. Off the screen, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Raptors trail by 8. Here's Joseph. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Off the screen, here's Thunder. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Aldridge with a screen on DeRozan. Ginobili attacking. Up and in on the layup. Ginobili's got his first basket.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
Now, here's Joseph. The pass to Thunder. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Now, let's take a quick look at the numbers for Kawhi Leonard. Averaging about 27 points per, over 2.5 steals and 4 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
The Spurs making a switch here. Good on both. And here's Anderson. Pass to Murray. There's a good screen. Back to Anderson. Off the pick. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Anderson's got his first 2 points of the night. Raptors trail by 8. And Joseph kicks to Dang. Dishes a 2 to DeRozan. Right wing. Feeds it to Dang. And DeRozan. Here we go. Lee with the block. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's Murray. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And now let's have a look at the teams that have had the quickest hands in the NBA during the past month. Number 1, the Spurs.
Kevin, who says that good defense isn't fun to watch? This has been impressive. The last few weeks, they've been able to get after it and be active and come up with more steals than normal.
He hits the second from the line. Raptors trail by 9. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Dwayne Casey. He said one of the key points for them defensively will be limiting the production of David Lee, adding he's a guy who can score inside and out, plays with great energy, and his passing really opens up their whole offense. We've got to keep him off the glass and always see ball and man when he's got it. Basketball 101, Kevin. We'll see if they can execute.
All right, Doris, thanks. Now here's DeRozan. He's coming off a 19-point game against Detroit. For the 3. DeRozan can't get that one to fall. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against New York.
You know, sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Well, you're right. I mean, there were a lot of turnovers in that game, some caused by their good defensive play, but some were just carelessness. Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
No good from Simmons. Raptors trail by 7. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Ginobili the pass to Anderson. Ginobili with the screen on Ibaka. And the wide open shot from Ginobili. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Toronto calls timeout.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
Patterson, he's checked in for Toronto. Spurs leading by 6. Now Murray. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Picked by Lee. There's the pick. Can't hit. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
Deflects the pass, and stolen by Patterson. On the wing, DeRozan. Here's the teardrop. From 11 feet away, it's Ibaka. That time on the assist from DeRozan.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Anderson outside. Outside, Ginobili drilled it right as the clock hit.
Wow, what a clutch shot. He's got nerves of steel.
Woo! Gotta have big-time nerves to hit a shot like that at the buzzer.
And power forward Patrick Patterson getting better every season. He said that his...
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what I am now, as far as being.
Patterson, Clark, exactly the guy. He's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
Yep, Velcro Valutility, I call him, the kind of guy who his teammates just love. I mean, they know he's always going to have their back, and he's always going to work hard. He's going to do what he's supposed to do and be where he's supposed to be. and do it when he's supposed to do it.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered. That athletic. Yeah. And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Here's DeRozan. Shot clock at 3. Shot is off. Good D by Parker. San Antonio leading by 4. Leonard on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And the Raptors shooting 43% for the game. It's Patterson atop the key. Here's Joseph. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Joseph, that's good. Joseph's got 5 points now in the quarter. It's Parker with the drive. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt. But still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
To the paint. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Joseph.
And, fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Parker kicks to Dedmon. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Sullinger's checked in for Toronto. Dang comes in for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Now, here's Joseph. He's covered by Leonard. Misses in close. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness. I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success. Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Screen by Valanciunas. San Antonio with the rebound. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Parker dishes to Aldridge. And the wide open shot from Green. Here's Leonard. Second chance shot. Here's Dedmon. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Raptors trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Sullinger passes to Valanciunas, and that one's good. Valanciunas has got his second bucket.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And there's the feed to Leonard. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Shot from 12. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist from Leonard. And that's now 6 points for LaMarcus Aldridge. For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Valanciunas inside. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Burney covered by Parker. The dish to Joseph. Passes it to Valanciunas. Valanciunas can't get that one to fall.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. At least as I look at it. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Sullinger against Aldridge. To the right side. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. It's blocked.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Back to Leonard. Takes a three. Again, Leonard missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Sullinger the screen. Dang gets a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Parker outside. He dishes it to Leonard. It's stolen by Sullinger. Burney guarded by Green. Leonard with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. Good on the shot. And it's 8 points for Tony Parker. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for San Antonio?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
And the Raptors with some changes. Thunder comes in for Valanciunas, and it's Ibaka in for Jared Sullinger. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Lee's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Anderson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Daniel Green. And it's D in for Tony Parker. Ginobili kicks to Leonard. Fade away, just 5 on the clock. And the Spurs scoring again.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
There's a good screen. Burney, he's covered by Murray. And it's Dang in the corner. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Leonard. Spurs leading by 9. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Leonard playing extremely well. 8 rebounds and a couple of nice steals, too.
And his offense has matched the defensive effort today. He's been really just one of the best players on both ends.
I don't know if you can say enough about the job he's been doing in all aspects of the game. I mean, stuff in the stat sheet when you look at it.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Joseph. Down low, Thunder banked in off the glass. Thunder's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
That one is off. And Toronto making a change here. Patterson's checked in. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Simmons is checked in. He hits the second from the line. Spurs leading by 12. Inside. Second shot opportunity. Ginobili dishes to Lee. And the bank shot is good. And the Spurs lead by 14.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
They set the pick. Pass to DeRozan. And stolen by Murray. He feeds it to Ginobili. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. The Raptors have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Now the pass to Thunder. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Anderson with the block. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. San Antonio on defense. And DeRozan. Here we go. Again, Toronto.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
San Antonio leading by 10. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. There's the pick. It's Ginobili outside. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
Toronto's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And Patterson kicks to Ibaka. 32 seconds left to play here in the half. Got a piece of it. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. Ginobili, that's good.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
To the left side wing. From downtown, the rebound by Anderson. Beyond the arc, and that is good. And the Spurs lead by 15.
For 3.
And so we wrap up the first half.
I'm alongside Coach Casey, and Coach, you guys are getting torched out there tonight. What's going on?
I don't know what has happened, but our defensive concentration, rotation has gone the way of the Buffalo. And I don't know what it is. I could care less about offense. You know, we're going to score. That's not the problem. It's making up our mind and having a commitment to the defensive end.
Coach, thanks for the time.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 steals. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio? Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
On defense, they've been all over the place, especially when it...
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
And, guys, as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance.
We've got DeRozan dang out there with Jared Sullinger. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Parker passes to Aldridge. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 5 assists in the game.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Baseline J on the way. No good off the back of the rim.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Raptors trail by 15. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Leonard, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's on Jared Sullinger. The Spurs have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Burney covered by Parker. Six to shoot. Parker with the steal. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. Leonard, no luck.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Here's Verney, and Parker with the block. It's stolen by Dang. He kicks it to DeRozan. Toronto working the ball around now. Sullinger left side. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Sullinger's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Timeout Spurs.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Joseph, he's checked in for the Raptors.
Corey Joseph.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Parker outside. Here's Aldridge. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Down low. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Aldridge. And that's now 10 points for Parker.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. And here comes the break. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Dang. And it's Joseph, top of the key. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Sullinger. It's tipped. Outside Leonard. Puts it up. Misses off the right iron.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Got a piece of it. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Valanciunas against Parker. Kicks it to Leonard. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Valanciunas with a screen on Aldridge. Joseph dishes to Sullinger. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Taking 2 shots.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. San Antonio leading by 15. On the wing, Green. Dang against Aldridge. Pass to Parker. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. That's 12 points for Tony Parker.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities. You can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was just going over the plan with his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Dang. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. A three from Leonard. Toronto grabs the miss.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
DeRozan against Parker. And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Boy, you got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man down.
You know, Clark, and even then, he might just go over it.
He could.
Look at this. Check out the elevation he gets.
Major.
Wow, I tell you, I just cannot get enough of those kind of plays. What a rim wrecker.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. There's Green with the three, and he gets it to go. Green's got 5.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
To the inside. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Raptors trail by 20. Joseph with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. It's Sullinger with the drive. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you want to make sure you don't get teed up from a situation like that.
Sullinger is screen on Parker. And Sullinger kicks to Dang. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Dang can't get it to go.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Parker passes to Dedmon, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Sullinger is screen on Parker. From the low block, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Spurs leading by 18. Dishes it to Dedmon. Boom, he chips it straight down.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now here's Joseph. Defense is right there. And Parker with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. Both teams will make substitutions. Here is Ibaka. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. 4 on the clock. Here's DeRozan. Count it from 12. DeRozan's got 8.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Leonard draws the double. No good there off the double clutch.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Screen by Ibaka. The three. The shot no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Raptors trail by 20. Passes to Thunder. Out to the wing. Here's Patterson. Sinks the three-pointer. Patterson's got 6.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Ginobili outside. Outside Leonard. From outside the arc. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. 25 points for Leonard.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Verney. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. For Toronto, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. And the first one drops.
2 shots.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
They're digging their own hole here, throwing dirt on themselves. They haven't been nearly as efficient from the line as they were in the first half, and that can be self-destructive.
Another miss by Leonard.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. San Antonio leading by 19.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. David Lee is out there with Anderson. Then there's Ginobili. Then it's D, and it's Simmons in at the 2 spot. Ginobili gets the bucket.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Screen by Ibaka. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Ginobili dishes to Lee. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Screen by Ibaka. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Lee with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Ginobili misses. Raptors trail by 21. Ibaka wide open, he fires. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
To the paint, here's Lee. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Thunder. And it's Dang in for Patrick Patterson. He with the block. Here's the break. Up the floor. And that one's good. Parker. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Spurs.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
Shot clock at 6. Bernie. Lets it go. Dang can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 23. Parker kicks to Simmons. No good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Parker against DeRozan. Here's Ibaka.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Parker kicks to Lee. Now here's Ginobili. Down low, here's Parker. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. 16 points for Parker.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Valanciunas with a screen on Ginobili. Feeds it to Valanciunas. On the wing, Dang. DeRozan against Ginobili. With a step back. Cannot hit. And the Spurs going the other way now. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And it's 9 points for David Lee.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Jared Sullinger's checked in for Serge Ibaka. San Antonio also making some changes. Nick Young's checked in for Ginobili. And B's subbed in for Parker. Here is Forbes. Young outside. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Raptors have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Valanciunas, and he jams it with authority.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Spurs leading by 21. And here's Anderson. And here's Young from the arc. Again, Young missing.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
And now the fast break Anderson with the ball.
Really a heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the break.
Rapid-fire basketball at its best. Boom, 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 bang.
Here's Verney. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
The feed now to Young. Here's Simmons. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First free throw is good.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And that one's good. 10 points for DeMar DeRozan.
I love the low post attack on that one.
Spurs leading by 19. Now Young. Clock is at 3. From downtown, Sullinger with the rebound. Sullinger's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside DeRozan. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him.
Looking at the game Valanciunas has been having, 10 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
This is the story of the game, really. I mean, you can't expect to win in this league when you can't hit your free throws. I mean, that's a must. You're a pro. You got to be able to knock down your free throws.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one. Kevin, right now, they're doing a good job at the line. They're hovering around 83, 84, 85% from the stripe. That's good stuff. I mean, that's well done.
Now the dish to Dang. Pass to DeRozan. Sullinger is screen on Green. DeRozan passes to Sullinger. Good.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Spurs leading by 19. Parker outside. Aldridge a screen. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. He dishes it to Leonard. This one for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. DeRozan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Valanciunas with a screen on Parker. Dang for 3. Here's Valanciunas, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Toronto calls timeout. Toronto with the ball. 19-point game. And there's the pass to DeRozan. Here's the screen. Sullinger with a screen for DeRozan. A look from Dang. Rebounded by the Spurs. Inside. It's stolen by DeRozan. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Burney, covered by Parker. Kicks to DeRozan. And he uses the glass on the lane. DeRozan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top. And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Back to Sullinger. And the rejection by Leonard. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And it's a completely new group for Toronto. The Spurs making a switch here. 1:31 left to play here in the 4th.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for San Antonio.
Mark, looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
And so checking out the record for these guys, tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And that'll finish the season series between these two. It's clear who had the better game plan and better execution. And that's why they'll be finishing up the year 2-0 against the Raptors.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Tony Parker. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
And Anderson kicks to Dedmon. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Carroll. Clark dishes to Patterson. Joseph the pass to Thunder. No luck. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Simmons kicks to Murray. It's good from long range.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
And the call will be against D. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul into the lineup for the Spurs. David Lee.
Here's Patterson. He feeds it to Clark. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And that one's good.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Here's Murray. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Tony, congratulations on the victory tonight. You made a lot of things happen out here on the court to get everyone involved.
It's the whole team. It's not just me. The whole team did great. We played great defense. And in offense, we moved the ball, took good shots. We were shooting the ball well.
Tony, thanks for the time. Guys, always a humbleness to this group.
All right.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Tony Parker.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a